What's up YouTube? I'm Clarence, back again with another video. And today I want to tell a story about this tape. Let me get closer so y'all can see this. Boogie Down Productions. Ghetto music, the blueprint of hip hop. Remember in Nas, the Ether song, he talked about Jay-Z, like, you know, copying the title. Well, this is the original one. This is the blueprint, right? I went to get this in 1989. I'm home from school, from college, and it is summertime, and this album had just dropped, the tape. So I drive to a spot called Kingsway, big department store, west side of Detroit, right off of Grand River. And I pick up the tape. I'm excited, fired up. I'm ready to listen to this bad boy. I get in the car. I'm on my way back home, and I'm driving down Grand River, Detroit, and I need to make a left-hand turn to get home. However, this particular street, you couldn't make a left. So I go down to the next street. It's a sign, no left, no left-hand turn. I go down the next street, no left-hand turn. I go down 2, 3, 4 streets down. Finally, I see a street that doesn't have a sign. I make my left-hand turn. So, you know, I'm rerouting, you know, GPS before GPS. And I'm driving down that side street. Next thing you know, I see lights flashing behind me. Police officer on a motorcycle. So I pull over. I'm like, why is he pulling me over? License and registration, you know, give him everything. You know, what's the problem, officer? What I do? You made a left-hand turn on Grand River. That's illegal. I said, well, there was no sign on, you know, I saw all the signs that said no left-hand turn on those streets, but there was no sign on this particular street. You can't make a left-hand turn on Grand River. I didn't know that. I'll be right back. Right up, no warning, nothing. I get a ticket. I go to court to fight it, and man, they ain't let me off the hook. I had to pay the fine. Might have been like $150. But going to get this tape, I end up, you know, getting the ticket. But I'm not finished with the story. A couple, I would say, man, 10, 12, 15 years later, I'm at a party where the party is being hosted by someone who was a judge, and her husband was a police officer. So you got all these police officers there at the party just kicking it and just having conversation. And next thing you know, they're talking about motorcycles, and one of the guys is like, hey, Earl. They were talking about motorcycle stories, police officers. And I'm like, that's the guy. I end up telling one of the guys, I'm like, do you know that guy gave me a ticket like 15 years ago? And they yelled over to him like, hey, Earl, you gave him a ticket, you know, years ago. They all started laughing. I ain't think it was funny, right? But, you know, music puts you in a place, and this is what ended up costing me a doggone ticket, going to grab this tape. But, man, this was a classic tape. Let me read the songs, all right? This is Ghetto Music, the Blueprint of Hip Hop by Boogie Down Productions. The Style You Haven't Done Yet. Why Is That? The Blueprint. Jack of Spades. That was my jam. I love Jack of Spades. Ja Rules. Breath Control. Who Protects Us From You in the Inside Too. You Must Learn. Hip Hop Rules. Bo Bo Bo. Give Me That, Ghetto Music, and World Peace. The Blueprint. Hey man, you know cassettes are back. Ain't that crazy? Where you can now, they're selling cassettes now, and people are playing cassette, you know, physical music. So I love that. I think I talked about that in my last video. The fact that the physical music is coming back and everyone is, you know, kind of receiving it. So I do enjoy that. I'm happy about that. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you that story. I love music, man, and I love to kind of reminisce on things regarding music. So if you're into this kind of content, please make sure you share, like, subscribe, comment. I know you've listened to this. If you haven't, tell me what your favorite Boogie Down Production album is, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.